Hi, it's Ross Waugh here from War Infrastructure Management at InfraManage. Today I'm going to be talking to you about this particular report that I presented to the Ingenium conference back in June 2013. The paper is up on our website, warinfrastructure.com, and it's under the resources section as well as the conference slides. What I'd suggest you do is that you actually print out the report or have it up on your screen as we go through it, because that will help you to understand the context as we go. Now, at the Ingenium conference, I presented to a room of roughly 200 people for 20 minutes. Obviously, presenting a 63-page report in 20 minutes was pretty much straight over the top and not a lot of detail. And what I undertook to do for a lot of the people that were there who asked was to present this series of videos. So I'm going to break the report up into 12 separate, roughly 5-minute segments and go into a little bit more depth with the content of the report. So today is the first of those videos, and it's around about how well New Zealand is doing. In terms of the report, we're starting at Chapter 3, which is New Zealand is doing well. And the interesting thing about New Zealand is our media, both print and visual, take attitude that New Zealand's doing very poorly. They love to report bad news. I guess bad news sells media. The reality from an economic point of view and also overall prosperity is that New Zealand's doing really well. There'll be a slide up here beside me that you can look at, also on page 13 of the report. And New Zealand's been keeping company like Sweden and Denmark and the Nordic countries, Norway, Switzerland, Singapore, United States. And we've come out of the global financial crisis pretty well. And also, so that was data from The Economist in February 2013 as the source. Also, on the next page, I'll just provide a little bit of information about the Ingenium Prosperity Index. And that measures more than just economy. New Zealand's economy isn't the best in the OECD. We're down in the bottom, I guess, third of the OECD economies. But when you look at other factors such as governance and education and personal freedom across the wide spectrum, New Zealand again rates very, very highly, and we've been consistently for some time now been in the top 10. And in the Ingenium 2012 index, we were number 5 country. Further to the Ingenium indexes, I provided quite a bit of information. Now there's sub-indexes in the report, which was looking at economy, entrepreneurship, governance, education, health, safety, security, and factors like that. And what becomes apparent is that New Zealand as a country is doing reasonably well, that in a couple of areas, or particularly education, we're doing very well. And as an overall package, we are a country that is safe and free and prosperous, and has a very good standard of living measured across a wide range of indices. Also, we have high social capital, and that was shown up with the Christchurch earthquakes and the community spirit there. And we rate very well in overall prosperity indexes, refer page 19 of the report. I've also put in the report a range of other indicators, first in global human freedom, 7th in the Where to Be Born index from The Economist, 10th in global business confidence, and international quality of life, Auckland, 3rd highest city in the world. And countries to do business, Forbes, 1st. Now, these things are actually important when you start looking at the delivery of infrastructure, because infrastructure is expensive. And also, infrastructure renewal and development of new infrastructure is predicated on your view of the future. If, in fact, New Zealand was going to be the last person out to turn off the lights, why bother building new infrastructure or replacing it? But the fact is, for New Zealand in particular, we are one of the nicest places in the world to live. Our growth as a country and our growth in population will only be held back by our immigration policies. And so from that point of view, looking forward for the next 30 years or through to 2030, which is what this paper does, we can say that there's going to be a strong demand for infrastructure, that we have a robust society and a robust economy, and that we're going to be able to afford the infrastructure that we want to develop in the places that we want to develop it. Thanks for watching this. We'll look forward to seeing you at the next one.